you to not be first.
Do we do enough? Well, I never shut up about it.
It must have been about 16, 17. We nicked their guilt rings. Right, the bouncer's guilt ring.
This is no good for me. That's the reality. If you want the honest truth, and I see it every day.
Andrew McCart, IFL TV. I'm in Manchester and I'm probably with the coolest guy right now in the city, Mr. Harlem, Eubank. Harlem, only one man can pull that off and it's you, mate.
Like the introduction, Andy, like the introduction. Just landed here, excited for a big fight week and to see Chris do what he does best.
Well, that's it. Chris has been out in Las Vegas, you've been out in Las Vegas training alongside him. He's changed trainers to Beaumac. People that don't know, Beaumac trains guys like Terence Crawford, Shakur and all these guys. A lot has been made that 6 weeks from the fight, new trainer, maybe Beaumac can't implement a new style, but you've been in the gym with them. Can we see a different Chris Eubank in there this time around?
I think we're going to see the Chris Eubank, you know, that we all know and love. I think he just needed a training structure where he's working his arse off. And that's what I saw out in Las Vegas. That's what they've got him doing. You know, he's waking up at 8 a.m. to train. This guy used to wake up at 3 p.m. And go to his sessions. So
them late poker nights.
Yeah. Every time I got to the gym 10 minutes late, I see him there working. I was like, this is exactly what I wanted to see. A man that's doing everything necessary to come and put in a performance.
Obviously, the way that it was stopped in the first fight, Liam done it and got the stoppage. It was in the fourth round, it was early, and a lot of people are thinking maybe Liam's going to do the same thing, maybe Liam's in his head or Liam's got his number. But you've been around Chris, you've seen these changes that he's made. He seems, even when he's getting booed up there from the crowd and that, he's waving them on, he's having a joke. Do you think any of this phases him?
He enjoys it, you know, he's used to playing the villain, he's used to being the bad guy, he's not a guy that thrives off being liked, you know. He's embraced being the villain since he came into the sport. When his back's up against the wall, that's when he pulls it out, and that's what it is this time round. We're going to see the best of Chris Eubank Jr. on Saturday.
Where does Chris go? If he wins on Saturday night, where does he go from here? That 160-pound division has always been a tasty division to be in, and there's probably a lot made that he's got. I spoke to Johnny Nelson, he said he's got big shoes to fill in his dad's shoes and whatnot, and becoming that world champion. Again, he's 32, I believe, or 31 years old. Can he get that world strap around his waist?
I think his dad's journey is different from his journey. You know, he's his own man, and what his dad, you know, what Chris achieved in the sport was unbelievable. And Chris, you know, Chris has forged his own path, and there's big fights out there for him. You know, whether it's world titles, whether it's big names in the division, the
Smith trilogy.
Listen, with a performance Saturday, it's all there for him. You know, it's all still there for him. Plenty of fights left, and you know, everyone likes to see him fight. He has the character to ruffle up his opponents and forge great rivalries, and that's what we're seeing here with Liam. And you know, a potential trilogy. We could see that after Saturday.
Now that's what we love the sport for. We love this pantomime or the show behind it as well. There's always a show on Saturday, but we love the pantomime, the back and forth between two fighters, and that it builds the sport even more. But you talked about big fights. I seen you out in Edinburgh, an emphatic win last time. You're doing everything right. You're beating everybody. But maybe we're starting to see you creep into that division now with the Dalton Smiths, and Adam Azim's here as well. Probably a little bit behind you in terms of experience, but your division is a tasty division as well. And we spoke about it in Edinburgh, the Dalton Smith fight and all the bigger names in the division, especially here in the UK. Can we see you maybe tail end of the year, beginning of next year, in with these big names?
100% end of the year. I want a big fight. Last time I checked, I was in the top 5, so any of them names above me, that's what I'm looking at. I want a big fight now to really put a statement in the division, and I've earned it every step, every performance, and I'm ready for that big fight now.
Listen, an absolute pleasure to speak to you, see you again. One final one, prediction for Saturday?
Chris Eubank Jr. Emphatic win.
Looking for like a big knockout there, but listen, thank you so much, Harlem, and enjoy the rest of your time in Manchester. Thanks, mate.
You to not be first.
Do we do enough? Well, I never shut up about it.
It must have been about 16, 17. We nicked their guilt rings. Right, the bouncer's going.
This is no good for me. That's the reality. If you want the honest truth, and I see it every day.